Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogia Monster here. Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as I like to call it. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. Shit, it's Tuesday. We're already into the week. Damn. I'm going to go kill a dog here in a minute. Hey! Not my dog. What's up, everybody? What do we got here? Stevie B, Sandra Piper. What's happening? Sharon, Sandy Clemens. Hey, Sandy. Ida Bustamante. Who else we got here? Paul, what's up, man? Larry, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Chad, what's happening, man? For those of you who don't know, Chad is a member of Lost Cryptids Conservatory. Great guy. I was just listening to, I don't know David's last name, but another member of Lost Cryptids. I was listening to him on Mark Zasky's show. Good show. That guy's got some credentials, man. You guys are lucky to have him, Chad and Josh and sorry, buddy, Blake. What else? Robin. Hey, Rex. I'm probably going to repeat myself. Hey, Bobby. Sesquak. What's up, man? So yeah, guys, no plans tonight, as usual. Still trying to settle in. You know, it's just weird, man. It's I just have to get used to this pace. I mean, right now it's pretty chill, but once I get I'm shaking the camera because I'm leaning on the table. Yeah, once I get settled in, finally got out today. Well, we went out last Tuesday actually. Went and checked out the farmers market. That was pretty cool. Also went to a local fish market. Kind of touristy as far as prices, you know, but you know, we grabbed some shrimp, and I'll check out other places, and you know, other out of the way fish markets. But it was cool. What else did we do? Farmers market. Yeah, that was about it in the fish market. But it's just so beautiful here. You know, it was a little warm today. Humidity, you know, it was up a little bit, but we've had some rain past couple days. It's been cool. You know, I haven't being in Arizona all that time. I missed out on a lot of the rain. You know, just it's been so dry. I'm afraid to touch the keyboard because I keep shaking it. The computer, and the camera's mounted on the computer. Mark Dodman, what's happening? Hey, Murray. Crow Creek, what's going on, Tony? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Yeah, if anybody wants to come on tonight and just hang out and bullshit, you guys can hit me up, Mogion Monster, or monstermogollon@gmail.com. Oop, I'll leave it up. Arizona Squatch, man. What's up, brother? I didn't get a chance to check out your new stuff, Ken. Soon. I'll check it out. Yeah, man. So it's a little different down here in Florida than it is in Arizona. You know, I've been up on the rim. You know, I haven't spent as much time as you have, dude. But you know, I checked it out when I was up there with you, dude. That was fun. Down here, it's different. It's thick. It's a jungle, but it's cool. You know, I spent a week out in that crap. And I'm going to do it again as soon as I can. Definitely doing it again in November. But yeah, man, good to see you here. Hey, Katie. Hold on, dude. Let me. Yeah, I'll do that. Let me see if it's email, Gmail, or. All right, dude. I'm sending it now. Sent. If you don't get it, let me know, and I can even post it in chat, the link in chat. What's up, Blue Eyed Northern? Ash Dobbs, Hoosier. What's going on, man? Johnny Half, good to see you. Craig's in the house. There he is. Right on. What do we got? 48 already watching. That's awesome. Oh, prayers, Tony. Prayers to you and your wife, man. Hey, Brandy. So yeah, it's been I've been enjoying everything down here so far. Weather's been nice. You know, like I said, we got some rain, but it was pleasant. It was welcome. Some thunderstorms. What else is going on? I don't usually rag on people because there's just people I like, and I always get in trouble when I do this. um, but I liked Steve Ishtal. I appreciate what he's been doing, but I watched something the other day that just kind of like ticked me off a little bit. You know, he went on this whole fucking rant. Not yet, Hoosier. Not that I know of. Well, maybe that was that itching. No, he was going on about this rant about how people are just chasing your tail and all this bullshit, and how people are going about it with more electronics and more high tech shit, and it's just not going to work, or treating us like we're assholes. And I say we because I guess now I'm involved in this because I'm a searcher, and I'm going to continue to be a searcher. But I don't know any way else to do it. I don't know how to do it. So, Steve, if you want to tell us how to do it, instead of fucking calling us assholes for doing what we're doing, fill me in. But we're just assholes. I'm new to this. I just got involved. I don't have the bad habits that maybe other people do. Shape me. Tell me what to do. Pamela Cassidy. What's up, Pammy? Guys, my sister Pammy's here. Good to see you. Hope everything's cool up in Jersey. I can say up in Jersey now, Pammy, because I'm down in Florida. With the rest of the people from Jersey and New York. That is weird. I everywhere I go, I can hear a Jersey accent like that. And I'm like, where are you from? I'm famous for that. Where are you from? But you know what? I don't mean to it just bothered me listening to him go off on basically everybody. Hilton, what's happening, brother? Anyway, I'm done with that. Okay, dude, I see ya. I was just getting on my rant. Let's see. You got your headphones on. I might not need
Yeah.
mine. What's up, man?
Hey, not much. How you been, brother?
Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Let me get my headphones on. They're already plugged in, so I'm doing good. I'm doing
Good.
good.
I'm trying to catch up to you, brother.
How's it? Oh, the hair?
Yeah. Yeah. It started off as it was just kind of like, my to the whole pandemic stuff, and then it turned out my granddaughter, who's going to be 8 years old in July, said that for her 10th birthday, she wants to have a Viking themed birthday party. So, like, all right, I'm in. Yeah,
So
so
two,
my
two
my
years.
my yeah, my son and son-in-law and everybody are we're growing it out and growing it out, and
That's awesome, man. That's a 2 year project for a child's birthday party. That's
I,
awesome.
hey, it's all about love,
Yeah, man. That's
and
great.
yeah, yeah. So
That's cool.
yeah, so who knows what I'll look like 2 years from now, and more than likely, I'm probably just going to let it go all batshit crazy, and yeah, until Mama says enough is enough, and you know,
Fun's
gotta,
over.
yeah,
Well, that's awesome, man. That's
yeah.
wonderful, man. And how many people are doing this?
Well, it's myself, my son, and three son-in-laws.
Oh,
Uh,
fantastic.
yeah. So we're all doing it, and we got to make it right. It's just the way the family operates, and we take care of each other and make sure everybody you know, gets what they want in a reasonable manner. But what
No,
I
that's
well,
awesome.
yeah, well, I now have 14 grandchildren. The newest one was born um, this past Thursday.
Oh,
Yeah,
congrats.
yeah. So and
Wow.
hopefully that's the last one, because I'll tell you, Christmas is getting ridiculous.
No doubt. What's up, Duke? Good to see you. Who else did I just see in here? So, have you been out lately, or what's going
Um,
on?
yeah, actually, I went out March 30th, March 30th through April 4th, over at the place we call Crazy Town, because can't get up on the rim yet. They still have the Forest Service road closed up there. And so we went over to Crazy Town, and it definitely lived up to its name. And so, because of what had happened during that trip, I was going to be up on the rim this past weekend at Squatch Camp, but the Forest Service road up there is still closed. So, and 263-mile round trip I made, but ended up going back down to Crazy Town, and yeah, just oh my God,
What's closed? Is 300 closed?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah. I talked to the Forest Service up there, and there's still some snow and ice up there, and until it's passable to the average vehicle, my rig will make it through anything they got up there. But
Sure.
you get the, as I call, the idiots going up there, and going to places that they shouldn't be going with vehicles that aren't equipped to go into certain
Oh,
places.
dude, when we were coming back from that trip, we were hauling a pop up, and it was getting bounced all over the place. But coming in, were these guys hauling these fifth wheels that were 35 feet long?
Yeah,
I'm like, these guys don't know what they're getting into. Those switchbacks and shit. I'm like, oh, good luck, guys. See you later.
yeah,
We,
yeah,
me and my dad looked at each other like, how the hell are they going to do that?
yeah. Deal with it every season. But it is what it is. The forest is free, and everybody has a right to be up there. And you
Absolutely,
know,
and there's a lot of room up there. It's just
you know,
getting up there is a little treacherous.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's why I go so far back in where I go, because I really don't have to deal with them people, and unless I got to go out for a bag of ice or something, get a craving for a chocolate bar or something, go to, but
New York upstate, what's happening? Who else? Did I see Professor OJ? What's up, man? That's awesome to see you, dude. Okay, Hilton has a question.
shoot.
And I will post it. What's the latest with the meteors?
It's kind of, I'm kind of hesitant to talk about that because I've had nothing but problems on my YouTube channel since I brought it up.
Right. Right.
But what I can tell you is what's already been put out. I'm trying to think of the Skywatch Media News. I think is one of the places that talks about the incursions that we've been having. But the federal government just redid something on their asteroid impact preparedness plan. And that information could be found. Another good source of information is Marfugal News. And these are just information sources. This has nothing to do with the intel that I'm directly getting. But every day somewhere they're catching, people are catching it on their dash cams, on video. We're having intrusions all over the place.
I just saw one last night or the night before somewhere, I think in Florida.
Yeah. I know while I was up on my week trip, March 30th through April 4th, I saw a report Pacific Northwest had one with a sonic boom. But they're happening all over the place, and it's just going to constantly increase. The information I was given is that this debris field is tens of millions of miles wide and probably 2 to 3 years deep.
Right.
I have no way to vet that information, but
Sure.
you look at the simplicity of what the governments around the world are doing with the underground cities, and all of a sudden everybody's we got to get off world, we got to get to the moon, we got to get to Mars. The information is out there if you do the research, but I'm real hesitant about talking too much about it because, like I said, my channel just got dinged really bad.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. I don't, but you've said enough. I don't need to get dinged.
I don't want you to get dinged.
Elaine, what's up? Haven't seen you in forever. How's the bone hoe? Sean, what's up? Sean Patterson. Who else? The Daily Dan blog. Good to see you. Ruger, you're squatching from your bathroom, huh? Good luck with that. Hey JCL. Hey JCL, I got your package here. I'm gonna get it sent out tomorrow. I also have to get the addresses to Sandra. Yeah. Sorry, thinking out loud. I had a raffle. Now I have to square everything away.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But my next trip, they're supposed to open the 300 up anywhere between the 19th and 23rd. So
good.
As soon as it opens up, I'll be up there until May 3rd, and be home for about a week, and then up there for about another 2 weeks.
And where are you going? You going to Hilltop?
Yeah. Well, I got to go to Squatch Camp for at least a night or two. I got some business I got to take care of there, and then it's over to Hilltop, and I'll be over at Hilltop for for a while. Oh, he's fat. But yeah,
Bono is Elaine's gorgeous dog.
oh, oh, yeah, and so I'm shooting for 100 and at least 120 days out this year. Um, we'll see what happens. That was the goal I made for last year, but everything got kind of screwed up.
Yeah.
And so I only ended up with about 89, 87, 89 days out last year. But it's
Hey, but still,
yeah,
considering the shit that went down, that's pretty good.
yeah,
I mean, because I was up there for that, during the whole COVID thing. That's when I went up there. Beginning of that. Um, because all the, like going down to that lake, all the bathrooms were closed, the campsites were closed down near the lake. Um, but yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed the hell out of it up there. But
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
as far as what we were just talking about, the meteors, I kind of pay attention more than I would normally after you had mentioned them a while back. So
yeah. Well,
it's
and that's my biggest thing is just people be aware that the possibility of these changes that that I've been given information about. Um, the volcanic activity, the earthquake activity, and all that is just ramping up, and my biggest thing is just hoping people, pay attention to what's going on and get some supplies,
yeah, not
built
be
up.
caught off guard.
Yeah, because is there anything we can do about it if this is actually an actual event that's going to happen? There's not a damn thing we can do
Nope.
about it, but other than be as prepared as we could possibly be, and that's what my concern is for everybody is don't be dependent on the government, be dependent on yourself,
Absolutely.
and make sure you're able to take care of yourselves.
Yeah, and people think they have to bug out and whatnot and get out of that. No, you should actually hunker down where you're at and just hold tight, but have supplies to do it in. I know people don't want to be caught in cities and shit, but you are where you are.
Yeah, well, I just dumped another almost $9,000 into my rig, so it's yeah,
Damn.
if I have to leave, I'm more than capable of not needing roads to go anywhere. So,
Right on.
but no, so yeah, this last these last two trips, um, just mind-boggling. I mean, absolutely mind-boggling. Tuesday night I spent by myself. Wednesday I had Chuck was there, and a couple of the other guys on my research team came in on Wednesday. But Tuesday night I had a fairly good sighting. Normally I don't have a campfire, as you know, because
Yeah.
even the crackle of the campfire will mask some of the stuff that they do. But this area has a lot of skunks in it, and I had seen a skunk, and I actually got it on video. But so it started to get dark, and I decided, well, I'm by myself. I'm gonna have a small fire, and so this way, if a skunk comes in the area, I'll be able to see it, instead of sitting in complete darkness. Um, and I was sitting with my back to the fire because I didn't want the light of the fire messing with my night vision too much. And the area that I was off looking at, just as the fire flared up, he had gone by, and probably about it was easily within 30 feet of me. He was hunched over. If he would have looked over at me, I would have been able to see his facial features. He was that close. We did the recreation on him. Chuck stands 6'1", and so we're estimating between 8 to 9 foot tall, and probably 3 times the mass of Chuck. But it's just, the fact that he made absolutely no sound running through the bushes and
Well,
that.
you keep saying he. How do you know it's a he?
Um, well, I don't. I'm just. Well, I can't say I don't, but it's not like I saw any features or anything like that.
All right,
Um,
I'm just
but
curious.
but I've got during this trip some telepathic communications, the mind speak, and it's this individual's name is Tark, like dark, but with a T.
Hmm.
Um, and I was just completely bewildered by it. Um, everything that happened during that first trip is still got my brain scrambled. Without getting in real heavy into the details on it, I would find it easier just to have people go to my YouTube channel. I did a live video from my house. A full disclosure of everything that happened. It was just mind-boggling. But in the nutshell, there was two individuals from every place that I've been, and the elder that I refer to as Zindi, I was told that he had passed away.
Oh, sorry.
And so that's why when I go to Squatch Camp, I'm going to go up there and kind of make a little memorial for him, and then that'll probably be it for Squatch Camp. Um, rest of the time I'll be over at Hilltop and a
Okay.
couple of other places. But the emotions that I got hit with, and the other three guys that were with me can attest to this. That I'm out doing this, looking for joyous occasions, and all the stuff that comes along with it. And the last thing I was expecting was to get hit with this wave of emotion. It's like I could feel all of their emotions, and I sat there and cried like a little baby for probably a half hour, 40 minutes. At one point I had to get up and walk away, and
Wow.
it's just mind boggling, and I know so many people out there are just like, yeah, that's bullshit. And, you know, folks, I'm telling you that this couldn't be any more real than it is. I'm not the computer guy that, sitting behind the keyboard doing my investigations. I've got over 7,200 hours out in the field in the last 3.5 years. I know a thing or two, and it's stuff I've learned, things I've seen. I can't explain. Things I've experienced, I can't explain. I've seen the impossible. Um, it's whether people can wrap their head around it or not. I'm not here to sell anything, and I'm not buying anything.
Sure.
I just share my experiences, and the that trip was probably the most intense interactions I've had. And so once again, just go to my channel. You don't have to subscribe. I'm not looking for subscriptions. I'm not looking for fame or notoriety. I just share my experiences. So if you go to my channel and
If
um,
any of my mods can post his channel in chat, that'd be awesome. I don't have it available at the moment. What is it? Arizona Squatch?
yeah,
Just
yeah,
that's it on
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, Arizona Squatch, and
There you go.
and so it's just short of a 2 hour live feed that I did out of my house, because it was just way too much information to try and put out, doing the videos the way I normally do them, and then try and post them to YouTube. And, for some reason, even a 10-minute video takes almost 2 hours to upload for me right now, because, whatever's going on with my channel, I have no idea what it is. I don't
Hey,
even care.
hey, Murray, why are you standing out in the field? I couldn't resist.
Because it's better to be outstanding in a field than sitting in a closet, right?
Yeah, because eventually you got to come out of that closet. Too funny.
Yeah, but so this last trip I did 2 nights, and the first night it was pretty close to a ghost town. Not a whole lot of activity. The second night was very active, and I was sleeping outside on my cot. I didn't even take a tent, just sleeping out in the open. And 3 different times that night, uh, I woke up, but I was completely incapable of moving. It was like I was paralyzed. And I kind of tried to fight it at first. The first time I woke up, I was like, it doesn't do any good. So I just laid there. But each time I could feel 3 sets of hands on me. Um, and so when I got home, I uploaded the audio onto my laptop and went through it and got some pretty amazing stuff on there. And you can find that on the channel also. It's kind of hard to hear because I go by what I call AST, Arizona Squatch Technology, which isn't very good because I'm not a tech. I am not a tech guy at all. And
just put it out there and see what works.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but hey, you do use what you got, and it's worked so far.
Yes, it has. But so
Stevie B, thanks for posting that.
yeah,
Stevie B put up your link.
Oh, thanks, brother. So I'm looking forward to what this year has to offer. My first 2 trips out, and they've been remarkable. Um, just curious to see where it goes from here. And as I was waiting backstage, I was hearing you talk about the how to hunt guy, and I don't have any opinion one way or the other, because everybody out there's got their own thing to do, and he does read a lot of stories. My personal opinion is that he's well aware of a lot more than what he's willing to talk about. Because,
oh, absolutely. But don't fucking criticize everybody for trying to figure it out for themselves.
Yeah.
Just because he knows and people know, and doesn't mean I know. I haven't seen a fucking thing.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to go out there and look and see what I see.
Yeah, and anybody that criticizes anybody, I've got no room in my heart for them. I kind of a couple of years ago said a couple critical things about somebody, but turned around and redact it and made a public apology, and because it's just not my MO, and it's kind of violation of my own ethics, and but it was just something that I felt strongly about at the time, and I was wrong for doing it, and I admit it again. I was wrong for doing it, because everybody's got to go their own route with this. Not everybody can can come to the same understandings of what's going on, especially if you're not going to put the time in, put the boots on the ground. It's real easy to get caught up in one particular paradigm or another, and the instant that that you tell yourself, well, they can only be this, and they can only do this, and this is how it has to be,
then you're lost.
Then you're no longer a researcher, because my opinion is, if you're going to be out there doing research, you have to leave the whole thing wide open.
Sure.
And if there's a group of people that are saying they're experiencing A, B, and C, and you say that's not possible, well, what is your frame of reference? What's your frame of reference for saying that that's not possible? And the stuff that I've experienced routinely, 4 years ago, I would have called up bullshit on it, and and I've had my world flipped upside down, and and I've had to eat crow, left and right with paradigms of what I thought was possible, and it's it. But to sit and talk smack about somebody um, for doing something a particular way or believing something a
Yeah,
way
it
that they
was.
believe, it's
I don't
you
know if
know
you watched it. It was just.
I watched his stuff when it first started coming out,
All right. So,
and I've only seen one in the past couple of weeks. Yeah, it was because my buddy Chuck said, "Hey, you need to watch this one," and he read a story from somebody who goes by the name of Owl Ear, and that guy was right on the mark. He was right on the mark with what he was talking about, with what we're experiencing. And but it's I have a real hard time, you know, going
hold on
on.
one second.
Yeah.
Mike, take care, man. Good to see you. Thank you for coming around. I just wanted rooted. What's up, man? Yeah, I think we need another pizza delivery. Oh,
Oh
dude, did you see that show?
no, I haven't.
Uh,
I've been so busy with grandkids
no, this
and
I had rooted expedition on Zach, and in the middle of the show, I hear the dogs barking, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" And I get up and I go out, and the pizza guy's at the door. My roommate's handling it, and yeah, I'm like, I didn't order a pizza, so I sit down and I'm in the middle of a show, so I start, back to the show, and my roommate comes to the door. I'm like, "What's up, man?" He goes, he's holding this big box, this big pizza, and he goes, "It's from Moog's."
oh,
I'm like, "What?" Yeah, man.
that's beautiful.
Sandy Clemens, all the way from Florida, had called and had pizza delivered in Arizona.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. I was just in Florida last month, so
Oh, right on. Where'd you go?
uh, it's called the Villages. It's a little northwest of Orlando. My oldest brother retired, and I don't get to see him very often. So the wife and I flew out there and spent 8 days out there, and we went to St. Augustine's to El Castillo, and went and did the airboat ride
Oh, right
thing,
on.
and and the crab cook, and just had a real good time. Uh,
Awesome. Yeah, I had some shrimp tonight. Fresh shrimp. I'm looking forward to getting into more of more of the crab, and clams, and I'm just looking forward to digging into the seafood down here.
Yeah, well, and that's one of the things I'm going to be shooting at doing a lot more of this year is during the day getting out over to the lakes, getting some trout fishing in, and sinking the crawdad basket out, and hopefully coming back to camp with enough crawdads to do a crawdad boil and stuff like
Sure.
that, and so this year is going to be completely different. There's no doubt about that.
I wonder if because you had the fire that night, if that changed anything, because you never have a
Yeah,
fire.
yeah. Well, it doesn't seem to make a difference of having a fire and interaction. Because like when my entire family's up there, all my kids and my grandkids, and we got the campfire going for the grandkids, and doing the camping thing, we still have the activity. They just don't come in as close. Um, but I don't think campfires, bother them one way or another, other than, you know, they know that it's easier for them to be seen, so they stay a little farther back. Um, but we still have the interactions, and my older grandkids and my son and stepsons and that, we'll go walk out away from the campfire and, and just have all kinds of crazy stuff go on. It's just a personal thing. I like sitting in the dark, Especially when there's no moon, and even if it's a little overcast and you can't even see your hand in front of your face, that's when it
Mhm.
gets that's when it gets really cool. Because you know you're sitting there and all of a sudden you feel a tap on your shoulder. And it's like, all right, who was that? And we equate that to like maybe the little juveniles. Hey, let's see who can go up and touch them.
Hilton wants to know, what do the grandkids think about the encounters?
Uh, the My older grandkids are absolutely um, I don't even know engrossed in it.
Okay.
My oldest granddaughter, she's had a sighting. One of my grandsons has had a sighting. Um, Most of the older grandkids have all been zapped. It's the forest people are very in tuned into their families and their culture, and and trust is very important to them. And when they see families interacting, I think they get excited about that, and they kind of tend to want to be a little more involved in it, it would seem. But at the same time, they still keep their distance. And um, but yeah, I mean, even like my granddaughter, who's going to be 8 years old, the last time she was out camping, she was griping at everybody for, at the younger grandkids than that, her cousins that were wanting to turn the flashlights on and shine them around. And she's like, turn the light off. They're not going to come around. They all, they all know. They know what's going on. I've got, it's pretty cool. Three generations of experienced squatchers, and it's just cool. Um, my the one of the last trips I did last year, they had left some little stick figures as gifts. Um,
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
yeah, and it's an honor that that they would do something like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just think the whole family involved thing is just it's fascinating.
Yeah. And the part I like talking about is my wife. That, bless her heart. She thought I was going batshit crazy and losing my mind. And and I'd come home from these trips and I'm like, you wouldn't believe what happened.
You're right.
She,
I don't believe it.
and she's got her little iPad thing there, and and she looks up from it. She's like, yeah, whatever, and goes back. And yeah, and I finally got her to go out on a trip, and I was able to show her a pretty decent footprint. And we had pebbles tossed in at the camp, and yeah, some twinkle lights, and they were messing with the electronics. And at one point it collapsed one of the poles on the tent. And she was trying to come up with logical reasons for all this stuff. And when we drove out, 18 plus miles down a dirt road, I'd been up there about 3 days before she came up, so she drove herself up in her little Nissan Frontier. Well, when we left, after driving all the way down this dirt road, there's a little pull off with an outhouse there, and I knew she was going to need to use the bathroom, so we pulled in there. And she gets out of her truck, and first thing out of her mouth is that a face print on my window? And I looked at it, and I was like, yes, ma'am, it is. And it was a juvenile that I had seen a week and a half prior to that. It was about the size of about a 7 to 9 year old child. But after driving down the dirt road and the dust flying in the air, it collected to it, and it looked just like how police do fingerprints. And
Sure.
and she was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, and since then, she's had a pretty good daytime sighting. And last year on our anniversary, she kept seeing one peeking up over our tent as we were sitting there. And not over our tent. It was little farther back from our tent, but she could see him, his head over the tent looking at
Sure.
us, and everybody in the family is they're into it.
That's awesome because like I got into it, and that's where it'll die with me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and when I get the rest of my season schedule kind of set up, I'll give you a shout and let you know when I'm going to be up there, and maybe you can get up there and spend a couple of nights with me up there.
Do you forget
Rock.
where I'm at? Do you know where I'm at right now?
No.
I'm in Florida.
Oh, you're not in Prescott anymore?
No, Cottonwood.
Oh,
No,
oh,
no, dude. I just drove down here 2 weeks ago. I spent a weekend at the expedition for Carrie at the Bigfoot Odyssey expedition,
yeah.
and now I moved down here. I'm living down here.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep meaning to watch that stuff, but I've just been so tied up in the grandkids. I had somebody had asked me about one of the guys got terrified really bad and what I thought about it, and I don't know anything about it. I haven't watched any of Carrie's stuff yet, and I keep meaning to. I just
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
yeah, I don't either. And
Wasn't
that's
me.
why yeah, and that's why I told him. I said I don't know anything about it, so I have no comment on it. So um,
Hey, I didn't say hi to Larry. What's going on, man? Hey, Scotty. I know there was somebody else I wanted to say hi to. Meredith, hello.
I know. I hope Carrie had a good experience down there. Carrie's an awesome guy. I love him to death. It's
It was really good to see him get out in the woods, and
yeah,
get over that fear. I'm sure I'm sure he's not over it, but it was good to see him get out there.
no, absolutely.
I had heard some, things in the past that he just, he wasn't thrilled about being out there, and I get it. Um, but this
Well,
time out, but like the first time I heard it, it didn't go. He wasn't as active as he was this time, apparently. But I, he gets all my respect. He got out there and did it with all of us.
yeah.
So
Well, when you have an experience that scares the shit out of you, it's that says a lot for his character that he actually got back out there and
it
tackled.
took a long time, but hey, it's better late
Yeah,
than never.
yeah, because the very first experience I had as a Boy Scout, the fact that I ever went back out into the forest again is, you know,
And it's a shame that people let that happen to themselves. It's just, I understand it, but
well,
it's my passion is being outside. Be it in the woods, be it fishing, or just being outside. And
well,
I can't see.
it's super easy to explain. We're taught our whole life that anything out in the out in nowhere that goes bump at the night is dangerous and scary, and it's out to get you, and that Bigfoot doesn't exist, and that it's just all folklore and all that, and all of a sudden there's one in front of your face, and like his experience, and it showed his teeth and made some noise, and if I recall correctly, it was a growling type of grunting noise out of that, and that would scare the hell out of anybody.
Sure.
And but the thing is with how we've been taught, since childhood, um, it's a misinterpretation of what's actually happening. Because I've been yelled at, I've been grunted at, and 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 I'm here, when you have one, that's 11 foot tall and weighs in excess of 1,600 pounds and uses full vocals and What do you want? It made every hair on my body stand up. Um,
I'm sure it would.
if they were this horrible, terrible thing, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now with, the time that I'm spending out in the middle of nowhere. Most of it is, I'm completely alone. Um, why am I still here? Why am I still here? If they are this dangerous thing, why am I still here? And I'll throw the Pepsi challenge out to anybody and that thinks that these are these horrific, dangerous, dangerous beings. You
I
fly
think
me
they
out.
can be.
Well, you go out, and if you're threatening to them, yeah, they absolutely can be. Look at it this way: you come home and you find your front door, is opened a little bit. You step up on your porch, and there's a camera sitting up in the corner of your porch, and you go inside, and your pictures are turned upside down, and there's some trash laying around and some shit in the corner of your house, and you're like, well, who the frick is in here messing with my place? And then you see a video camera somewhere else. Yeah, you're going to get pissed off. And then you find people in there with guns, at the same time. It, it,
No, I
how,
get it.
how, how can you not expect them to, not want anything to do with us and to be a little aggressive towards
No, as
us?
a species, we suck. I get it.
Yeah,
We do.
so I go out there to be a guest, not an intruder, because I
Hmm.
know I'm entering their home. And if I want to interact with them, I you can't run around the forest acting like the paparazzi.
No.
You're not going to get these intense interactions. So my Pepsi challenge is anybody who thinks that these things are these evil, dangerous things, fly me out to where you're at, and I'll go out there. I'll go spend a week out there by myself. Do I carry a firearm? No. They don't like firearms. It's not that I'm opposed to firearms. I'm very pro Second Amendment, but the only the only thing I have any fear of out there is stupid humans. That,
And there's a lot of them out there.
yep, there, too many of them.
What's up, Mark? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
and
I,
that's a lot of people don't. If they carry a firearm out in the woods, it's not for what's in the woods. It's the people in the woods, not for the critters.
yeah,
Although down here, people were like, "Why?" We were on this expedition, but we weren't. We weren't trying to be stealthy. We weren't trying to be sneaky. We were just there.
yeah.
I was smoking a cigarette. People are, we're doing our thing, but we're not trying to fool anybody. Um, and I don't know. I just
Well, the biggest.
it was a good time, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing out there. There's no instruction manual on this, so I
No,
just want.
well, the biggest mistake that a lot of people make is that they just go out and treat them like they're, some type of an animal. And if
What
if
I
you
was.
if you stop treating them like an animal and treat them more like a people and treat them with dignity, treat them with respect.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
no, we talked
yeah,
to them.
yeah,
We put it out there. But I was going to say about the firearms. We had people carrying firearms. Yeah, there are hogs out there. There's alligators out here. There's snakes out here, and some big ass spiders. Not that you're going to shoot one, but you could. Um,
I,
yeah,
I,
there's some dangerous shit out here. So yeah, people were carrying.
I'd probably carry more for the mosquitoes than anything else there in Florida. But yeah, no, I don't carry a firearm. You know, I have, you know, I've got plenty of training that I can more than take care of myself against stupid people. Combat veteran, martial artist. Don't do much in the martial arts anymore, but grew up on the streets, yada 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 yada. So I'm not worried about it.
You can handle yourself. Yeah.
I can take care of myself.
I see Barry in here. Barry Browning, what's up, man? Good to see you. There you go, Duke. That's Duke says you cannot find Bigfoot. You must get them to find you. So be interesting.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. It's my buddy Chuck and I we kind of joke around that they don't have internet, so we're their entertainment. Um, but yeah, I don't go out looking for them. I just the I use the habituation method, and I go to the same spot and do the same thing over and over and over again. They get used to you, and they start interacting, and it just starts progressing, and yeah, and, you get your socks blown off your feet.
Hmm. Yeah, we had some experiences go on in our camp while we were out. It was I heard some things. I didn't really see anything. I saw some stuff got thrown into the camp. Heard some things. Like I said, it was interesting. So I'm looking forward to getting more involved in this.
Oh well, and anytime you can spend any time out in the wild, whether you get experiences, with the forest people, um, just being out in the wild and being able to, get yourself reset from, and decompress. Uh, that's what's important, is being able to decompress, get away from society, get away from internet, get away from news, get away from everything, and just, and just get out,
Sure.
and get yourself as close to nature as you can, and try and become one with it, because that's how we originally were.
And where I'm at is my kind of nature. Me getting out on the water that's my bliss. But also, going in the woods is fine too. But where I'm living right now, I'm going to enjoy it.
Well, that's awesome. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
beautiful here. Yeah, I didn't know you didn't know. Sorry.
No, well,
It's only
like I
been
said,
2 weeks
yeah. Well, like I said, I haven't
or
watched
3.
much of anything from anybody, because I just been so tied up with with doing stuff with grandkids. I got one of my grandsons is doing baseball right now, so I'm spending a lot of time with him with that, and that, and it being the off season, for people not from Arizona, up where I go, during it's 7,300 feet, and I'm a desert rat, so if it's below 32 degrees, I really don't want to be there.
Yeah.
But up on top of the Mogollon Rim, once they get their first good snow, they shut the main access road down, and they typically open it around April 1st. But we had a real late heavy snow this year, so it's still closed. So, um, so during the off season, I'm doing the daddy thing, I'm doing the papa thing, I'm doing the husband thing, and and getting time in with my friends and that, and so
Good for you,
now,
man.
yeah, and so now the season is starting, and it's time to diddy mow, and get out
Yeah, man.
and get the time in.
DD Mao.
I've spent a lot of time around Vietnam vets, so
Yeah.
it's
Um, who else is here? Dwayne Ayers, what's up? I was going to comment on something you said, and I forgot what the hell it was. Oh, something about Arizona. What the hell? I don't know. But yeah, it's a little different down here, from what I've been told. As far as like, supposedly they don't do like the tree structures and stuff. Don't
Uh,
vocalize a don't vocalize a lot. Just what I'm being told.
um, I, I can understand that. It's you know, people who live in Florida do things differently than people who live in California, and do things differently than people who live in Oregon or
Oh
Canada.
well, sure, sure.
And everybody has their cultural differences. One thing I will say, and I can't say dogmatically that this is what it was, but we're going back to the villages from St. Augustine going through, and I'm going to butcher it, the Ocachilla National Forest or whatever it is, um, part of Florida.
Ocala
Uh, that's probably it.
or
Yeah,
Osceola or one of them.
yeah.
Stevie will
I
know. Stevie's in chat. She'll know. She
yeah.
works.
Yeah, but so anyway, we're motoring down the highway in my brother's Mercedes Benz, and he's kind of in a hurry to get back home. So I'm just kind of looking out the window, and about 30 yards off into the tree line. It's about 30 yards to the tree line from the highway, but about 30 yards back into the tree line.
Oh
Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, perfect egg structure, and and it could be windfall. It could, there's a lot of hurricane force winds blow through there. So I'm not going to say dogmatically that's what it was, but it was highly suspect. It's not like I'm going to say, hey, bro, stop the car. I got to go look at these two trees that are, like this.
Yeah.
So
They're like,
you know,
what?
it was just an observation that I made, and what I would call a confirmed possibility of a definite maybe.
Oh, is that
I
what you were talking about with that?
Yeah, yeah,
Confirmed possibility of a definite maybe. Got you.
yeah. In other words, I have no idea. So
Yeah, Livewire says, well, where'd it go? Livewire says, I'll take the water over the woods any day. Yeah, man, me too.
I love them both,
Well, if there's water in the woods, I'm good.
right?
No, it's just weird. I have to be around water. It's weird.
But
Wit says, do you think it's just orangutans in Florida? No.
no,
No, dude. Um, what two of the guys saw something. Actually, Barry's in here. Him and Mark Zasky saw something. Mark said it was lime green. They picked up all the foliage color, and it looked lime green. What they saw, some creature. For a split second, it was weird.
uh, I get it. So much of this is weird, but the thing that you have to take into consideration, not just here in North America, but all over the world, uh, the indigenous people have names for them. They've had experiences with them, and it goes way back long, but like here in North America, long before the Anglo-Saxons came in, and there's so much oral history and oral tradition of it that you have to take that into account. Western civilization, Western science, has this thing about we have to be right about everything, and we know everything there is to know, and the moment you think that, you've just fallen off the side of the ship.
Sure.
Um, you know, there's so much history all over the planet. The Orang Pendeke and the Yowie, and
Well,
just have,
my roommate Lynn, she just bought a book the other day, and it's Skunk Apes of the Florida Keys, and it's more of a historical uh, accounts from back in like the 1800s. People moved in and they started a pineapple, farm, and all of a sudden they realize that all the pineapples in the last two rows are going missing, but the cores are being piled up neatly. They're like, what the hell? And then these reports started coming in, and it's pretty interesting, all the historical stuff that's gone on down here. We're a stone's throw away from Pine Island, and recently, the other day on, I think it was Dixie Cryptid. The first story he put out was a story about Pine Island. I'm like, get the hell out of here. Because I said to Lynn when we were out there, I said, I don't know, Lynn, this place is kind of like, it looked like it could sustain. Okay, I said it was squatchy. I hate that word, and then we hear that story. I was like, no shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like I absolutely despise the word cloaking, because, the moment somebody says they can cloak, that automatically causes something in somebody's brain to go, science fiction. Yeah, that can't happen. It's very real, and I think it has something to do with vibrational frequencies and the way light, our eyes pick up light, and it's very
Shadow Valley
complicated.
Paranormal. Would it be possible for Bigfoot to climb trees? Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Did I say yes? Yes.
Absolutely. 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 Absolutely.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
But yeah. What else? Yeah, like Stevie said, if you guys have any questions, please put them in caps, just so they're easier to see. And I apologize. I'm going to get somehow I'm going to set it up so my camera is not sitting on my laptop, because I touch the laptop and everything shakes.
Get a big brimmed hat and put it on the end of your hat.
I don't want to be that close, I just scare the shit out of people. It scare me.
But yeah, so if nobody has any real questions, I'll probably take off here in a minute or two, because I know my dinner was done probably about the time I came on. But I haven't been on here and shot the shit with you for a while.
No, I appreciate you coming on, man. It's been a while. Yeah, so I won't be joining up on the rim this summer.
Yeah, well, that's a bummer, but anybody in Arizona that that's listening, you can shoot me an email at arizonasquatch1@outlook, and we'll talk. I'm kind of picky about who I take out. I've taken a couple of people that were just
and then you've taken some people that have had some pretty cool experiences too,
Oh yeah, well, that's one of the guys on the team, Rob. Met him at Hilltop 91. Him and his wife had been camping in that area for 25 years, and Chuck and I were talking with them, and they were kind of looking at us like, oh, there's those kind of people, and so we're talking to them, and their quad was sitting there, and Chuck just kind of said, well, maybe you've had something weird happen, like had a flower put on your seat, and she's like, and the two of them looked at each other and kind of got a little weirded out. And over the last 25 years, several times they've had a flower left on the seat of their quad, and so he got curious, and so he comes out with us quite a bit. She came out, and she physically got poked a couple of times, and she doesn't like to admit it, but
I like hearing how the stories of people. Like I listened to one story. I forget the guy's name, and how he saw the two. I guess they were juveniles, but they were in that shimmering stage.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't realize there were two until they split apart. or something.
Yeah,
It was something to that effect. But the description he gave was pretty cool.
yeah. That was Rob. That was his first night out with us, and there was actually three of them. He was seeing a big distortion and a smaller distortion, and then the bigger distortion separated, and it was actually three of them.
Oh, three. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. What else? Just want to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Jenny says, "Thank you, Arizona Squatch. Great insight."
You're welcome, Jenny.
What else? Sharon says, "Thanks, Arizona Squatch. Great show, Mogs. Good night, everyone. Good to see y'all later. Have a wonderful night, everyone." Sharon, good night. Thank you
Yep.
so much for coming.
Yeah. Good night, Sharon, and
Sweet
yes.
dreams.
So I'm gonna give it about a 15-second. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's the same one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. You gonna do what?
Well, I'm gonna go eat dinner. I got some cod that's probably starting to get a little cold, but you know,
Bon appetit.
yeah. All right, guys. Well, as I always say, love you all and peace out.
All right, man. Take
All right,
care.
later.
Thanks. Well, that was good to have Ken on. We haven't talked in a while. He's a good guy. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, when I went up to the Mogollon Rim and hooked up with him, I did my interview up there with him, and it was cool. It's very interesting. He mentioned Chuck Jacobs is he's a field researcher for the BFRO. You know, don't hate the player, hate the game. Chuck's a good guy. Do you have a? Oh, this is. That's a good question, Hilton. I wish I had seen that earlier. This is cool, guys. For those of you who missed it, what they're doing is Ken's granddaughter, excuse me, just turned 8, and on her 10th birthday, she wants to have a Viking party. So, what Ken, his son, 3 son-in-laws are doing is for the next 2 years, they're not cutting their hair. They're going to get crazy with the beards, just so that granddaughter on her 10th birthday can have a Viking birthday. I think that's awesome. So yeah, I just wanted to share that again for those of you who missed it. Jenny, thanks. Awesome guest. Jimbo, what's happening? Who else we got here? I don't need these anymore. At the moment, I don't have a guest. I hate those fucking things. Hey, Kathy. Great to see you. But yeah, we got to find out about that, dude, because that's, I want to see if there is a bet on that. Lockbeard says, let that man eat. I wasn't holding him up. Well, okay, maybe a little. What's going on, Lockbeard? Where the hell did my mouse just go? There it is. Sorry, just reading. Stevie's yelling at people to hit the thumbs up. I say yelling just because it's all in caps. So what else is going on out there? I have to look into getting some waterproof camera equipment, or I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I want to start. I want to start recording on the water. Getting out there fishing, and I don't want to have to worry about ruining equipment. So, because I am going to. Hey, B, good to see you. I am going to make fishing videos, outdoor videos. Once I start getting out more, so we can look forward to that. I hope, and I'll still do a show. Andrew Finnerty, what's up? It is. Florida's treating me nicely. The drivers suck, but if you don't like my driving, get off the sidewalk. Go crabbing, Mogs. You know what? I'm going to. I don't know what the season is down here. Johnny says, Scotty B, you're a trooper to put up with all the different Wisconsin weather. Yeah, Wisconsin's got some weird weather. Yeah, about the crabbing. I don't know what the seasons are down here and exactly where to go yet, but I will find out and I'll go. I do know somebody with a boat. Actually, I'm going to start doing some work with this guy. And he's got a 21-foot skiff. Nice boat. Kind of reminds me of a whaler, a Boston whaler. It's one of my favorite boats ever since I was a kid. But yeah, he goes down to the Keys a lot, and he's an avid fisherman. So yeah, Elaine, I am in Cape Coral, so just south of Fort Myers. Sharon, my pleasure. I hope you feel better. I'm just blowing through chat. Anybody wants to come on? You know what, guys? You know how it works. I'm actually this time out. I am just going to. We still got 43 minutes thereabouts that we can kill. So if anybody wants to come on, what I'm going to do is post the link right here in chat. And, it's there. Anybody wants to come on, say hi, feel free. I won't leave you hanging. I kind of left Arizona Squatch backstage so I can get my rant out. Good night, Sharon. Actually, I don't need these yet. I'm going through motions that I don't even know I'm going to have to. Never mind. All I caught was hermit crabs. Well, it's pretty cool, though. They have, the different, they have stone crab season, which I heard you were supposed to only take one claw, and now I think they changed it where you can take two because they reproduce their claws at a pretty quick rate. They also have spiny lobster season. So I'm going to probably be diving for those. I'll free dive for those. It's only like 13 feet of water when my buddy goes. Just got to get my lungs in shape for diving. But I'm looking forward to shit like that, that's going to be fun. Yeah, Elaine, there is some great bass fishing down here. It's most of your time Jacksonville, right on. Oh no, Jimbo, I'm not forgetting the freshwater scene, dude. But there's a lot of exotics down here in the freshwater, like Oscars and cichlids and snakeheads and peacock bass. That's one thing. I did join a group of Southern Florida peacock bass group. Um, Nothing's up with the meteors, Larry. Not yet, anyway. Um, yeah, so there are some really there's a lot of freshwater species that I'm going to target down here. Those peacock bass look pretty wicked. Iron Dogger, how are you, hon? Well, you wear your bandana when you go diving. That's funny. Now I really have to get an underwater camera. Because I will. Elaine, Florida, never go barefoot. Why? I'm always barefoot. That's like me running around. I had combat doing the outing. I was, going through all that sawgrass and whatever else we were walking through for that week. And I was in combat boots or a tactical boot, but I was in shorts the whole time. So my legs got a little tore up, but I'm kind of used to that. It sounds stupid, but yeah, it's funny because now I got I got damn tan lines from the flip flops. My feet are tanned, but I got that white, pale white like strip on my top of my foot from the flip flops. It's kind of funny. So what else is going on? Somebody said I look tired. I am tired. I don't know why. I'm not killing myself. I'm getting things done around here, but Jenny says you look awesome with your bandana and no pants. I'm free diving. I'm not skin diving or skinny diving. Yeah, it's just things like that I'm looking forward to. Not, I've never had to. There's a lot of sharks out here, so I've never really had to deal with them. But take it as it comes. I'm not going to let it keep me out of the water. Just like I believe that these things, these Bigfoot exist. It's not going to keep me out of the woods till I see one. That might change my mind, but in the meantime, full speed ahead. Justin, what's happening, man? Good to see you. I really enjoyed you coming on the other night. I enjoyed talking to you and your wife. What else? Snakes, says Stevie B. Yeah, there were a lot of snakes out there. I didn't see, I saw like some black racers, but nothing other than that. Yeah. Snakes don't bother me, but until they do. I mean, it's weird. I've seen water snakes get aggressive where they'll friggin' chase you. I don't know how they are down here, so should be interesting. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Mugs has the Taurus tan. I mean, really? Look at, I don't know if you can see the difference. That's funny. Yeah, tan, and then it's like corpse white. Snakes are your friends, says Lockbeard. No, nothing against snakes. I used to have them as pets. except mine weren't poisonous. When you see a gugwe, will that keep you out of the woods? I don't know. Truly, I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting that scared feeling, or just, I want to know how I'm going to react to this. I want to find out. So, the only way to find out is to put myself out there and look. There's some Lynn and I were gonna take a ride up the coast here. There's some wildlife preserves and national. I don't know if they're national forests or state forests or whatever they are. But then we remembered, hey, I got a show to do. We can't go anywhere. She just wanted to show me that area. Because it's supposed to be kind of, it looks pretty, again, I hate to use that word, squatchy. What else do you call it? It looks like good habitat, Stevie says, shark will bite you and spit you out. Yeah, but they're going to spit me out whole, or just, take a leg with them. Jimbo says, Monster, when's your next trip then? I'm doing the one in November, the 168 hours again. But I'm going to start looking locally. Lynn's got some property up in northern Florida and, north of here and a little west of Orlando. And we're going to get up there. She's got a fish camp, and it's in the middle of the woods. So, there's possibilities of, doing some searching up there. Plus I want to go back to the same area that we just did. I still have to do some stuff over there as far as trying to figure out what those lights were. I got to do some experiments and tests and stuff to, it's going to take a couple people to do it, but I want to film from that field and see where those lights came from. If they're coming from the road, we'll figure it out. All right, what did you get here, Dan? Hey, I just did an interview with the Travel Channel for the show Paranormal, caught on camera. Strange creature. Right on, dude. That's cool. Right on. Hey, Hilton, if you're there, I didn't notice if you're still here. Yeah, you mentioned about the chair. I found, I'd have to show it to you, but it's kind of weird. Lynn had an exercise bike. I don't know. It was sort of an incumbent or recumbent, whatever the fuck it is. I took it apart to throw it out. She wanted to get rid of it. The dogs chewed the pedals off of it. So I took it apart, and the seat to it has a back and handles, and I'm sitting in it right now. I'm curious. Let's see. I've been in it an hour and a half. And it hasn't had me squirming like normally I would when I sit on an uncomfortable chair. The only thing bothering me tonight are my shoulders. I don't know what that's from. Probably because I'm jacked up when I'm typing because I have everything raised up. But yeah, that's what I'm sitting on. But it looks like a piece of workout equipment. But hey, it works. and it's not noisy, too noisy. Yeah, whatever it was it was a stationary bike that you pedaled, but you weren't you were in a seat, you're not on a seat, you're in a chair type thing. You know what I mean? It's not a bicycle seat. Don't even go there with the jokes. What's going on, Overbill? Good to see you. Who else? Oh, let's not talk about food. Best meal and worst on 168. That's a tough one. The steaks that Carrie grilled up were good. And I don't think there was a worse. There wasn't a bad meal. No, it was pretty good. They treated us well. Hilton, I knew you were going to go there, prick. So you're not sitting on a bike with no seat then? No. Nice try, though. Do I have to fucking stand up and show you this thing? Really? It's got a back, it's got a seat, but it's on a stand. No bicycle involved. But it's the right height and it's pretty comfy. I'm surprised I made it this long without totally freaking out. The other chair, I was like all over the place. Shut up, Barry. Gotta work them shoulders, including rehab moves. Hit the gym, man, after I injured mine. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I gotta start using the pool. That's what I gotta do. I've been here. I haven't been in it yet. I've cleaned it twice. Still haven't used it. I was gonna go in today, but that's what I might do. Shit, after the show, go for a swim. Rex says that would be those leftover hot dogs. So I'm repeating on me. Again, sorry, I'm going to have to figure out something to mount the camera on, because I don't know if it's the whole table or if it's just the whole table. Yeah. I'll have to mount the camera separately. Off-World Adam, what's going on? So we've got like 30 minutes left. Again, if anybody wants to pop on, I will. Let me get this down. Anybody wants to pop on, I will post the link in chat. Like I said, we're gonna be here for like 30 more minutes. So if you want to come and hang out, feel free. Helen, anybody, Barry. You know what? We did a lot of night stuff, and then we stayed up till shit, sometimes 4 a.m. Not all of us, but a lot of us, and hung out. But then there was some day stuff we did, but we did a lot of nighttime stuff. It was you slept well. And I get up early, and it was just funny because like you see the whole sea of tents, and everybody's sleeping. Then someone lets one rip off over here, and you're like, what the hell? Right, Barry? I'm not going to embarrass anybody, but there was some funny stuff on that trip. Hilton, take care, man. Good to see you. Stevie B, it is time for a smoke. I'm ready for a smoke. I don't smoke inside, so not my house. Can't do it. Although I'll hit a bong in here, though. Oh, who else is here? I saw somebody I wasn't. Oh, there he is. Bob Van Buren. What's up, man? So I was talking to, who was I talking to? Stevie. Not that long ago. And I want to do, it's kind of dicked up with the whole COVID thing, but people seem to be pulling it off. And I think everybody should get together and like Barry and Mark, and I want to do a meet and greet or a camp out or something this summer at some point somewhere. I want to be involved again in one of those, especially with Mark and, Media Palace. What's up, man? Yeah, I think a meet and greet somewhere would be friggin' awesome. This was a little different. We were on expedition. We had shit to do, but get more people involved and just have this big ass camp out. Unfortunately, like I think Tracy Arnold was saying, he had something planned and that got all screwed up. So sorry to hear about that, dude. But there's got to be ways to do it, places to do it. So I say we do it. Let me know what you guys think. Mogs, what's the best natural tissue you use in Florida? I am not sure what you're referring to, dude. Moog S420, yes. Well, yeah, actually, it is 420. Just can't see it. It's too dark in here. So I'm gonna brighten that up. Still can't see it. Oh well. I'm doing Mid-South. What's happening? You're doing overtime in the middle of the Ozarks. Right on. Central Florida, what's happening? He says Florida is wicked hot in the summer. Wait till fall. I'm not kidding. Whenever, like I said, I'm doing that thing in November, but yeah, even if it's, I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's in Mississippi. I don't care, wherever. I want to go do another. I want to go do one, and the same crew that was with us. We'd have a blast. I just don't want to wait till November. Although there is going to be July, sometime in July, there's a Bigfoot convention here in Florida, up in Lakeland. There's a note on the door. I'll be going to that. And now I have a badass. Yeah, you don't want to use those saw palmettos as toilet paper. I think you meant the best leaves for toilet paper. I have no idea. I haven't shit in the woods yet. Sorry. Yeah, it was. Richie says it was 89 in Spring Hill. It was 89 here too, in Cape Coral. 87 in Bama today. Right on. Tony's down in L.A. Over Alabama, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Well, no one on to use the link. That's all good. Daily Dan, good night. Mid South, where are you at? He said, come out here. I wiped my ass with a banana leaf too. I just used a whole banana. Wait a minute. Let's see how long it takes to live this one down. Just kidding. Made you laugh though. Oh shit. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna take a dip tonight. I've been putting it off getting in that pool for some reason. It's time, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. Guys, if you actually, if I haven't received your address, if you won the coffee mugs or any other items from the raffle. Andrew, Patrick Noble, Mike Stockton, Stephanie Perez. I'll go through the emails again, but hopefully I got your address so I can get those mugs sent out to you right away. Who was it? Carol Farmer. I will get that T-shirt from Sawdust Beast out to you. I'll get that ordered this week, and I hope everybody's is going to be happy. Like I said, JCL. I don't know if you're still here. I got your Fleer packaged up, ready to go. So I just want to get everything squared away, and you guys get what you deserve. Still haven't got the bandanas made up yet, but that'll happen here soon. Just having oh shit, Blackbeard, that's funny. How did that banana get overripe so fast, Mubs? That's hysterical. You know what, dude? That's funny. That hold on. Where is it? Jimbo says I was in Cape Coral when Hurricane Andrew hit. Monster, you guys have all them canals that lead to the ocean where you're at. Yeah, there are. But it's funny, dude, because that was in what, 91 when Andrew hit, because I was here a week after. I came down here from Jersey a week after Andrew hit, and I was in Naples. So I saw, how fucked up things were. That was when Homestead got leveled. Bandana that says Mogsters. Huh. JCL, thanks, brother. Oh yeah, Andrew, you want a coffee mug, brother. So what you want to do is email me your address at monstermogollon@gmail.com, and I will get that out to you wherever you are. Right on. So congratulations. Patrick Noble, you got one too, if you're out there. Yeah, y'all won by default, so. And hell, I think I had an extra one I'm just giving to Cheese Freak. But yeah, again, if you haven't sent me your address, if you won something, let me know, and I will make arrangements to get that right out to you. Because I need the coffee mugs are coming from Sandra Clemens. She so graciously made those, and she's going to ship them out. So thank you, Sandy, for that. You guys have just been amazing, with everything. Getting me to Florida with your generosity, I love you guys, man. You guys all you rock, and thank you for everything you guys have done for me. So, and I hope I'm doing enough for you guys, And I'm sorry about the shaky camera. Iron Dogger says, congratulations to all the winners. I did say winner, not wiener. Yeah, definitely congratulations to everybody that did, win. Thanks, Barry. Thank you, Sandy. But yeah, guys, I don't want to go the whole route of the whole goofy join my club and get funny stickers and I don't know about that. I might just periodically I'll post my PayPal in chat, and anybody wants to donate, feel free to donate to the channel to keep the channel going. I'm not moving anywhere, so I don't need I don't need that much help. I just want to keep the channel going. But that's not right now. Don't worry about it. Yes, Sandy has been very, very generous. Thank you. Thanks, Cashy. Oh, Jenny says, love you too, Mogs. Well, I do. You guys are like family, and shit, we've been doing this. I've been started doing videos about a year ago, a little over a year ago. But before that, I mean, we got years invested in this shit now, time we spent in chat rooms, and yeah, we're family. What's up, Mr. Lee 3PO? What's going on, man? How's everything across the pond? Yeah, we're like family. Big dysfunctional family. Excuse me. But yeah, so yeah, that's my thought is I want to start doing some videos, putting some stuff out. I just have to I got to get a plan and get on with it instead of fucking talking about it. So hopefully we'll get that going on in the near future. Is Lee my son? No. That's funny. 3PO, are you in mourning? Why? What's going on with you, 3PO? Something wrong? I'm missing something. No, it's all good. Big Papa. Just call me Big Papa. Big Papa Pump. Who was that? Scott Steiner. I saw him and met him in person, man. That was weird. He's got some huge arms on him. Hangover? You got a hangover there, Mr. Lee? Man, I haven't had a hangover in 4 years. Well, actually, that's not true. I drank some, what the hell were they? St. Pauli Girl, non-alcoholic. I was at a pool. I was playing in a pool tournament. And I drank like 6 of those and didn't affect me till I got home and went to bed and woke up like I had a hangover. I won't even drink non-alcoholic beers. That was terrible. Don't make me cry again, damn it. What are you talking about, Stevie? Richie says, tomorrow find out if I get my house. Right on, Richie. Good luck, man. Good luck. That's awesome. Jimbo, no Moogs is too good looking. Yeah, I realize that, Sandy. It's like a 0.05% or some shit, but yeah, it didn't agree with me. I woke up with a headache and immediately threw up. And that's weird because when I drank, I wasn't one to throw up. I would just deal with a hangover. But yeah, no thanks. Been there, done that, done. Ain't going back. But yeah, guys, listen, we're at an hour and 52 minutes. I believe I am going to call it a night. Yeah, no. He told me that a long time ago and just didn't listen to him. But, silly kids. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night, guys. We will be back here on Thursday. See if I can get some guests lined up. I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing my thing, trying to get my ass settled. Lockbeard says Steve Ishdahl read a story recently. I don't think he believed it. About a little girl playing with a young Sasquatch when an adult Sasquatch came out of the woods and tore apart the little Sasquatch. Didn't read that one. Weird. Anyway, you know me, I can just go off on these little squirrel. But anyway, thank you everybody for showing up tonight. Kevin, why did I say Ken? That was stupid of me. I said Ken. Kevin Keeney, Arizona Squatch, thank you so much. Enjoyed talking with you. We'll get together soon, talk again. Yeah, in the meantime, you guys have an amazing night. Thanks again. See, I got to stop looking at chat because I will just keep talking. Stevie said you were talking about family and all that mushy shit. Oh, okay. Hey, come on. I only made you guys cry once, all right? In a year? That's not bad. But anyway, thank you again. And I think I'm going to go slip into something more comfortable like a bathing suit and jump in the pool. So I'll be thinking of you guys, though. All right, guys, I'll see you Thursday. Thanks again. Anything else? Nope. Peace and